Simon, thanks so much for joining us. We're talking Kylian Mbappe against Lionel Messi, and this is a huge moment for Qatar in general because of the involvement with Paris St Germain. How good a final is this for the Qatar Sports Investment Group who own Paris St Germain?
Well, it proves that they've invested their money quite wisely if you have two of the best players in the world and two of the players who play under their range, shall we say, at Paris St Germain coming head-to-head. It also could provide for quite a strange situation when Mbappe and Messi both go back to their club football, but certainly it justifies the whole buyout of Paris St Germain and everything that they've done since they took over the Parisian club, even though putting all the best players together, as we've seen, doesn't deliver the ultimate prize for Paris, which was that Champions League. For Qatar, you've got to say here that Messi is a much bigger icon of football, a much bigger personality than Kylian Mbappe is. Anyone who's a neutral is supporting Argentina because of Lionel Messi. The amount of people that we saw today from different backgrounds, we know there's a lot of migrant workers in Qatar, so people from Pakistan, from Sri Lanka, Bangladesh wearing Messi shirts, running in the streets, chanting Messi, Messi, Messi. It's unbelievable. It staggers belief, actually, what he represents. And I think that was encapsulated in the interview after the semi-final when an Argentinian journalist said to him, you know, regardless of whether you win the tournament or not, what you've achieved for football goes far beyond that. And his personality, when you compare him to the other greats such as Pele and Maradona, his personality certainly gives him an advantage over Maradona because of all the off-the-field issues that Maradona had compared to what we can call Messi's humility overall.
And Simon, you were speaking to Pablo Zabaleta yesterday, in fact, about how this is very much a World Cup where Messi is the grandfather of the team. He is taking the young players. They're looking to him as a hero, but very much in terms of experience. It's just him and the young players. Let's actually hear what Zabaleta had to say.
Something really good for a young player at the age of 21, showing great personality to play in one of the biggest events in the world football. And Messi, at the end of the day, is carrying this team. They're showing how good it is to play for the national team. I think we have a good and strong player for the next 18 years.
So there you go, Sai. Exactly what Zabaleta says. In terms of this Argentine team, what can we look towards in the future sans Messi, and what can he bring to the game and help them through in this match?
Well, that's key, isn't it? It's all about the balance in the team. And you can see that Lionel Scaloni's already tweaked it a little bit by bringing in the very experienced Angel Di Maria, a man who knows Messi to perfection, very good friends off the pitch, to add a little bit of experience and perhaps a little bit of cool, a little bit of know-how in such an important game. However, the two standout stars, Julian Alvarez and Enzo Fernandez of Benfica, do feature in the starting 11. And it was important, I think, to ask Zabaleta that question because, yes, Lionel Messi has carried the team, and he admitted that himself, but he does have the possibility to rely on the legs and the youth there. Another player you could add is Lisandro Martinez of Manchester United, who doesn't start in favour of, once again, experience in Nicolas Otamendi and Christian Romero of Tottenham. But there is going to be a lot of that energy and youth provided because you have to have the insouciance, as the French would say, that attitude that takes a game to the French. And looking at the formation, that is exactly what Scaloni wants to do. If you consider that England are perhaps the team who pushed France the furthest in this game, why? Because England attacked France. It didn't quite work out for them because they weren't clinical enough. But Argentina is setting up to attack France. They're going to use the legs of Enzo Fernandez, who's also scored. They're going to use Julian Alvarez, his running in behind defence, to try and trouble Dayot Upamecano and Rafael Varane. And I absolutely agree with what Karim was saying earlier, that Konate played a standout game against Morocco. And Theo Hernandez has been found out in every single match almost in the knockout stages against England. Lucky to finish the game on the pitch, turned inside out by Bukayo Saka. Against Morocco, Hernandez with plenty of problems caused by Hakim Ziyech and Achraf Hakimi. So it is going to be a match where Di Maria and his running and his drive with Messi is going to be key for Argentina.